Friends, today I wish to talk deeply to your inner self. I want to reach the part of you that feels ignored, overlooked, and misjudged. The world is loud, it is full of noise. Everyone is shouting, struggling, and trying hard to be noticed. But I tell you now, there is strength in being quiet. There is power in keeping focus. There is greatness in trusting the way life happens. When you learn to be quiet, you stop giving your energy to things that distract you. You stop arguing about things you cannot change. You stop trying to show your worth to people who will never understand your journey. And in that quiet space, something amazing starts to happen. Life starts to work for you. Doors you could not open by shouting begin to swing open easily. Chances you could not see start to line up in front of you. Look within. Focus on what you are meant to do. Focus on your own growth. The world is busy trying to pull you into confusion, but your destiny is calmly waiting for you to match its pace. The more you build your inner strength, the more your outer life starts to show the power inside you. You do not have to run after success. Success begins to run after you when your heart matches your true calling. Life is about waiting patiently. Life is about self-control. Life is about knowing that your time is coming, and rushing will only slow down the arrival of your purpose. While others are busy trying to beat each other and comparing themselves, you are quietly building, quietly getting ready, quietly hoping, quietly succeeding. Silence is not being weak. It is a smart way to act. Focus is not being rigid. It is wisdom. And when you learn this well, you will see life bring you everything you need at its perfect time, in its perfect way. Remember, not everyone will get your quietness. Some will make fun of it, some will try to make you react. But those who belong in your journey will see what it means. Those who are meant to support your growth will respect it. And the universe, God, life itself, whatever you call it, is setting the stage for you to win. So stay quiet, look inside, let the noise of the world fade away, let the soft voices of your soul guide you, and watch as life gives you not what you chase, but what you truly deserve. I want you to hear me well today, because this message is for those who are tired of shouting, tired of having to prove themselves, tired of running after things that are not meant for them. I want to remind you of a truth that is so powerful, yet often misunderstood. Being quiet is strength. Yes, being quiet. That calm pause you feel when the world is screaming. That stillness you seek when confusion is all around you. The control you use when your feelings want you to react. Many people mistake quietness for weakness. They see someone who does not argue, who does not brag, who does not fight back, and they say, look, they are nervous, they are small, they are weak. But let me tell you something. Quietness is not the lack of power. It is the presence of it. Strength is not always loud. Strength is not always seen. Strength is not judged by how much you yell, how much you insist, or how quickly you answer. Real strength often appears quietly. It is grown in the unseen moments of life, in the personal battles that nobody knows about, in the control to keep your mouth shut when your heart wants to burst out. Strength is keeping your respect when others try to take it away. Strength is standing tall when everyone expects you to fall apart. Strength is choosing your words, choosing your fights, and choosing your moments with a plan. Think about a river. The river does not announce where it is going. It does not demand attention. It does not fight for its path. Yet quietly, it cuts through mountains. It flows with steady force. It changes the land without noise, without arguing, without conflict. That is the power of being quiet. That is the strength that comes when you stop reacting to every challenge, every insult, every attempt to get you off track. You become like the river, unstoppable, patient, and able to change things. Quietness gives you a clear view. When you stop shouting, when you stop trying to prove things, you stop reacting to the world's mess. Your mind starts to see clearly. Your heart starts to understand what matters and what does not. Your spirit starts to match your purpose. There is a wisdom that comes in quietness that no argument can teach. There is a power that grows from self-control that no winning argument can provide. When you remain quiet, you are not weak. You are acting smartly. You are planning. You are building up force that cannot be seen until it is time to move. Many of us have been taught to think that speaking up, reacting, or defending ourselves right away is the path to strength. But listen closely. Those who truly master life are those who understand timing, patience, and holding back. Quietness lets you think, to understand, and to choose your answer wisely. Quietness gives you power because it hides your next action. Quietness creates mystery. Quietness lets life unfold in your favor while others are busy using up their energy on pointless fights. I am not talking about being cowardly. I am talking about purposeful self-control. I am talking about choosing when to fight, when to speak, and when to step back. There is a cleverness in quietness. There is wisdom in holding your words until they have real meaning. And there is success in waiting, because the world often gives you what is yours not when you shout, but when you are ready. Think about the lions in the wild. The lion does not roar at every animal it sees. It does not challenge every threat. It does not use up its energy on small issues. The lion rests. The lion watches. The lion waits for the perfect moment to attack. And when it does, no one forgets it. That is what quietness can do for you. That is the strength in holding back. That is the power in patience. Quietness also keeps your energy safe. When you react to every situation, you are giving away your power. You are transferring your energy to things that do not deserve it. You are feeding the confusion, the bad feelings, the things that distract you. When you choose quietness, you save your energy for what truly matters. You focus on your growth. You focus on your purpose. You focus on the work that will truly change your life. Quietness is strength because it lets you put your effort into what is helpful and ignore what is damaging. Also, quietness earns respect. There is something about a person who does not have to constantly prove themselves that others notice. People are drawn to strength that is calm. People are made uneasy by self-control. People respect the one who can stand firm without boasting, the one who can rise without arguing, the one who can win without needing others to approve. The world may not always understand it, but those who are wise see it. Those who are aligned with your goals recognize it, and life itself honors it. Quietness also makes your inner life stronger. When you stop reacting, stop worrying about what others think. When you stop running after approval, you start to build a strong inner base. You start to trust yourself. You start to rely on your inner feelings. You start to walk in your power without fearing being judged or rejected. Quietness lets your soul speak, your heart guide, and your purpose unfold. It is in this sacred calm that your destiny is shaped. The most powerful people in the world are not always the loudest. They are not always the most aggressive. They are not always the most visible. The most powerful people are those who have learned the art of being quiet. They have learned to pick their battles, to guard their energy, to wait for the right time, and to act with exactness. They have learned that quietness is not the lack of action, but the preparation for it. Quietness is not the lack of power, but the storage of it. Welcome quietness. Do not be afraid of it. Do not mistake it for weakness. Do not let the world's noise convince you that you must shout, fight, or prove yourself. Stay quiet and watch, build, grow, plan, rest. And then when the time comes, attack with unstoppable power. Because the world will see your victory. The world will recognize your strength. And the world will realize that quietness was never weakness. It was your power all along. Let quietness guide you. Let it protect you. Let it strengthen you. Let it be the calm engine that moves your life forward. And remember, those who rush, those who shout, those who react quickly, they may have speed, but they will never have the deep patience or the lasting strength that comes from quietness. Stay quiet. Focus inside. Protect your energy. Build your destiny and watch as life brings you everything you need. Not through noise, not through struggle, but through the calm, unstoppable, clear strength that lives within you. I want to speak to you about something that is so important yet so often forgotten. Something that has the power to change your life in ways you cannot yet imagine. It is not about what others think of you. It is not about the money you earn, the awards you receive, or the titles you hold. It is not about your standing, your belongings, or even your clear successes. No, today I want to talk about inner growth. Inner growth is the base of everything you will ever achieve. It is the soil where your dreams are planted, the roots that keep you standing strong in bad times, and the unseen power that pushes you forward. When the world is trying to hold you back, without inner growth, all outside success is unsteady. Without inner growth, every achievement is short-lived. Without inner growth, you are like a tree without roots, easily pulled out, easily shaken, easily forgotten. Focusing on inner growth means turning your attention inward. It means asking the tough questions about yourself. Who am I truly? What do I value? What kind of person am I becoming? It means looking closely at your thoughts, your routines, your beliefs, and your behavior. It means taking responsibility for your own life and your own changes instead of blaming situations, other people, or the world for where you are. It is uncomfortable, it is hard work, and it requires bravery, but it is the only way to truly rise. When you focus on inner growth, you start to understand that life is not about competing with others. Life is not about comparing yourself to the best moments of someone else's life. Life is about becoming the best version of yourself. It is about improving your character, making your mind stronger, making your heart cleaner, and expanding your spirit. It is about becoming so complete, so strong, so powerful on the inside that the outside world has no choice but to respond to your energy, your focus, and your presence. Inner growth needs patience. It does not happen in one night. It cannot be rushed. It is a journey, not a final stop. Every difficulty you face, every barrier you get past, every mistake you make, these are not failures. They are lessons. They are chances to expand your understanding, to deepen your wisdom, and to strengthen your soul. The more you embrace these experiences, the more you grow inside, and the more ready you become for the life you are meant to live. Focusing on inner growth also means letting go of what no longer helps you. It means releasing bad relationships, unhealthy habits, limiting beliefs, and fears that keep you small. It means forgiving those who have hurt you, not for their sake, but for your own peace. It means clearing out the mess in your mind and your heart so there is space for something new, something better, something greater. Growth cannot happen in a space filled with negativity, anger, or doubt. You must make room for your changes. They begin within. When you focus on inner growth, you build toughness. Life will challenge you, that is for sure. The storms will come, the letdowns will happen. The people who doubt you will speak, and the chances you expect may seem slow in coming. When you are focused on your inner growth, you are unshakable. You have an inner strength that cannot be taken away. You have wisdom that guides your choices. You have patience that lets you wait for the right time. You have belief in yourself and in the process, which keeps you grounded through every hard time. Inner growth also brings clarity. When your inner world is organized, when your thoughts, beliefs, and aims are focused, you start to see life more clearly. You can tell the difference between good chances and things that will distract you. You can recognize the people who support your journey from those who drain your energy. You can make choices from a place of wisdom rather than emotion. Clarity comes from inner work. Clarity comes from self-reflection. Clarity comes from understanding that your power is within you, not outside of you. A key part of inner growth is emotional intelligence. When you focus inward, you become aware of your feelings, what sets you off, and how you react. You learn to manage yourself rather than letting situations or other people control you. You become less reactive and more deliberate. You communicate with power because your words matter. You lead with understanding because you understand yourself. You make choices with good judgment because your decisions are based on self-awareness. Emotional intelligence is not something you are born with. It is grown through inner growth, through thinking, through awareness, through self-control. Inner growth also strengthens your relationships. When you understand yourself, you interact with others from a place of honesty. You no longer seek approval because you are sure of who you are. You no longer attract negative energy because your limits are clear. You connect with people on a deeper level because your presence is solid, your energy is strong, and your intentions are pure. The better you know yourself, the more meaningful your connections become. And finally, focusing on inner growth changes your purpose. When you invest in yourself, when you build up your mind, your heart, and your spirit, your purpose becomes clear. You start to understand why you are here, what you are meant to give, and what lasting impact you want to leave. Your actions become planned. Your life gains direction. Your energy is no longer spread thin, and your influence grows. Inner growth aligns you with your destiny. It makes your life unstoppable. Stop looking outside for approval. Stop seeking others' agreement. Stop comparing yourself to the world. Turn your attention inward. Ask the tough questions. Do the inner work. Welcome discomfort. Learn from your mistakes. Release what no longer helps you. Build your strength, your toughness, your clarity, your wisdom, your purpose. Grow inwardly until your inner world is unshakable, until your energy is undeniable, and until your life shows the greatness you have built inside. When you focus on inner growth, everything changes. Your thoughts become sharper, your decisions become wiser, your relationships become healthier, your energy becomes attractive, your purpose becomes clear, and life, in response to your inner arrangement, begins to bring you exactly what you need: opportunities, blessings, success, and contentment, because you have done the one thing that matters most. You have grown within. Focus on your inner world. Nourish your mind, strengthen your heart, expand your spirit, build the base that will support every dream you dare to chase. Let the world's noise fade. Let the confusion around you pass. Focus within. Watch as life changes around you, because true power always starts from the inside. I want to speak to you today about a trap that so many people fall into, a trap so slight yet so damaging, a trap that steals your peace, your power, and your purpose. It is the trap of seeking approval from others. Yes, seeking approval, looking for agreement, asking for permission, waiting for someone else to tell you that you are worthy, that you are capable, that you are enough. I am here to tell you that this stops today. The truth is, approval from others is a quick-to-fade illusion. It is temporary. It is conditional. If your self-worth depends on what others think, then your peace is always at the mercy of their opinions, their moods, their biases. And let me tell you something, people will not always understand your journey. People will not always see your vision. People will not always appreciate what you sacrifice. But you cannot allow their view to define your worth. You must define it for yourself. You must be the one who stands on your own authority, who recognizes your own power, and who trusts your own voice. Seeking approval is tiring. It drains your energy. It pulls you away from your purpose. It causes you to live your life in the shadows of other people's expectations rather than in the light of your own calling. You start to change who you are to please others. You compromise your values. You hide your dreams. You make yourself smaller to fit a shape that was never meant for you. In the process, you rob the world of your unique gifts, your real voice, your irreplaceable presence. When you stop seeking approval, you take back your power. You understand that the only agreement you need is your own. You learn to trust your instincts, your inner feelings, your judgment. You no longer wait for someone else to tell you that you are ready, that you are capable, or that you are worthy. You know it because it is in your heart. You know it because it is in your spirit. You know it because your life is proof of your toughness, your growth, and your determination. People who will criticize you the most are often the ones who cannot see their own potential. People who will doubt you are often showing their own fears and insecurities onto you. The people who will try to stop you are often struggling to overcome their own limits. And when you seek approval from them, you are giving them power over your life, power that they do not deserve. You must take that power back. You must stand strong. You must believe in yourself even when the world does not. Stopping the need for approval also gives you freedom. When you are no longer worried about what others think, you can finally live genuinely. You can chase your dreams without pausing. You can express your creativity without fearing being judged. You can speak your truth without worry. Freedom begins the moment you let go of the need for outside agreement. And when you live free, your energy becomes magnetic. Your presence becomes clear. Your life starts to attract the people, the opportunities, the blessings that match your purpose. Seeking approval is also a barrier to growth. Growth needs courage, risk, and discomfort. When you are constantly asking for agreement, you are setting limits on yourself. You will hesitate to step outside your comfort zone. You will doubt your abilities. You will avoid challenges that could increase your potential. Growth comes from trusting in yourself, from believing in your abilities, from moving forward even when no one else is cheering you on. It comes from understanding that your life is your responsibility and your success is your creation. When you stop seeking approval, you also inspire others. People are drawn to those who are confident, who are sure of themselves, who walk in their own power. You become a living example of what is possible when you trust yourself. You give others permission to stop seeking approval too. You create a spreading effect of courage, honesty, and empowerment. And nothing is more powerful than the example of someone who stands firmly in their truth. Seeking approval can make you a prisoner. You start to live in fear of being rejected, criticized, or disapproved of. You measure every decision, every action, every word by how it will be received. And by doing so, you trap yourself in limits that do not exist. You become small in order to fit expectations that were never yours. When you stop seeking approval, you break free. You step into your own authority. You claim your life. You embrace your power. You take full responsibility for your happiness, your success, and your destiny. The world will always have opinions. People will always talk. They will praise. They will criticize. They will support. They will doubt. But your job is not to control their view. Your job is to master your own. Your job is to build self-respect, self-belief, and self-reliance. Your job is to nurture your inner voice until it is louder than all the outside noise. Because the only approval that truly matters is the approval you give yourself. The only agreement that counts is the one you grant yourself. Imagine making choices freely, chasing your dreams strongly, sharing your ideas boldly, and walking your path without stopping. Imagine the peace, the confidence, and the strength that comes from knowing that you are enough exactly as you are, with all your gifts, all your flaws, all your brilliance. Imagine the energy you will have when you no longer waste it seeking permission to live. That, my friends, is power. That is freedom. That is life lived on your own terms. Stop asking for agreement. Stop waiting for someone to recognize your worth. Stop judging your success by the standards of others. You are enough. You are capable. You are worthy. Your life, your dreams, your purpose are not dependent on anyone else's approval. Walk boldly. Speak clearly. Pursue passionately, and know that the world will catch up to your greatness when you refuse to give up your truth. Remember, the strongest people in the world are not the ones constantly seeking praise. They are the ones who believe in themselves, who trust their journey, and who live without apology. They do not need approval. They do not need recognition. They do not need anyone to tell them they are enough. They already know. And so should you. Stop seeking approval. Trust yourself. Believe in your voice, honor your journey, claim your power, and watch as your life changes. Not because the world has agreed with you, but because you have agreed with yourself. I want to speak to your spirit today. I want to remind you of something that the world often forgets, something that our hearts often doubt, something that our haste constantly questions. The truth is this: trust the timing of life. We live in a world that moves fast. A world that rewards speed, urgency, and quick results. A world that tells us we must have it now. Success now, recognition now, answers now. And when things do not happen according to our plan, we worry, we fret, we get frustrated. We compare ourselves to others and think, why not me? Why not now? But I am here to tell you life unfolds on its own schedule, and its timing is perfect. Trusting the timing of life is not about being lazy. It is not about sitting back and doing nothing. No, it is about acting with intention, working hard, preparing with purpose, while at the same time allowing life to bring what you need at the right moment. It is about understanding that every delay, every setback, every closed door is not rejection. It is redirection. It is not failure. It is preparation. It is not the end. It is the process of getting you ready for what is truly meant for you. Have you ever planted a seed and expected it to grow immediately? Of course not. You know it takes time. You water it. You care for it. You protect it from bad weather. You wait for it to grow. You trust the process even when you cannot see the results. Life is the same way. Your dreams, your goals, your purpose, they are like seeds. They need time to grow, to develop roots, and to fully bloom. Impatience will not speed up the process. It will only mess it up. Trust allows you to care for your vision without anxiety, without fear, and without forcing what is not yet ready to open. Trusting the timing of life also teaches you patience. Patience is not just waiting. Patience is active. Patience is keeping your faith, working steadily and staying matched with your purpose, even when results are slow. Every difficulty you face, every moment of waiting, every challenge you endure is shaping you. It is preparing you. It is giving you the strength, wisdom, and toughness you will need for the next part of your life. Trust that you are being trained, not forgotten. Trust that your story is unfolding exactly as it should. I know it is hard to see when you are in the middle of waiting. I know it feels like everyone else is moving forward while you are stuck. I know it seems unfair when doors are closed and opportunities are delayed. But remember, comparison is the thief of happiness. Your journey is unique. Your timing is divine. Your path is specially made for you. No one else can take your place, and no one else's journey can be compared to yours. Trust the timing of life, because what is meant for you cannot pass you by. Trusting timing also needs surrender. Surrender does not mean giving up. Surrender means letting go of control over what you cannot control. It means accepting that life is bigger than your plans, your fears, your frustrations. There are forces, energies, and arrangements working that you may not see, but they are organizing your life in ways beyond your understanding. Surrender is the connection between effort and results. It is the space where readiness meets opportunity, where keeping at it meets destiny, and where faith meets reality. Think about the best moments of your life, the successes, the blessings, the breakthroughs. Were they always on your schedule? Probably not. Often they came at the exact moment when you were ready, even if you did not know it. Often the delay was necessary to prepare your heart, sharpen your mind, and strengthen your resolve. Trust the timing of life, because what comes late often comes perfectly. What comes after struggle often comes with lasting reward. What comes at the set time is unstoppable and life-changing. Trusting timing also builds resilience. Life will test you. Life will challenge you. Life will make you wait. But when you trust in its timing, you develop the patience to endure, the faith to keep going, and the strength to continue when others would give up. Every setback becomes a lesson. Every delay becomes a chance. Every closed door becomes a redirection. Trust allows you to see past the immediate situation and understand that your life is being prepared for greatness. Another truth about timing is that rushing will not make things better. Haste often leads to mistakes, bad decisions, and unnecessary stress. When you trust the process, you can move carefully, act wisely, and wait for the perfect arrangement of things. Timing is not something to be forced. Timing is something to be honored. There is a natural flow to life, and when you learn to move with it rather than against it, you experience peace, clarity, and success beyond what you can imagine. Trusting the timing of life also deepens your faith. Faith is not blind. It is informed by patience, experience, and understanding. When you trust timing, you affirm that there is a plan greater than your own, that there is wisdom beyond what you can grasp, that there is a power guiding your steps toward fulfillment. Faith allows you to keep moving, keep preparing, keep believing, even when the path is unclear, because you know that the timing of life will bring everything into place when it is meant to. So I challenge you today. Stop forcing things. Stop rushing outcomes. Stop worrying about whether you are ahead or behind. Stop comparing your journey to someone else's. Instead, trust the timing of life. Work hard. Prepare relentlessly. Pray consistently. Stay aligned with your purpose. Strengthen your mind, your body, and your spirit. And then when the time comes, move with confidence, knowing that life is delivering to you exactly what you need, exactly when you are ready to receive it. Remember, nothing that is meant for you will pass you by. Nothing that is meant to happen will happen too late. And nothing that is not meant for you can arrive early. Life unfolds perfectly when you trust it. The delays are lessons. The waiting is preparation. The barriers are training. The winding paths are protection. And the timing is perfect. I will trust the timing of my life. I will wait with patience. I will act with intention. I will prepare diligently. I will keep faith alive. And I will believe that life in its perfect timing will bring me everything I am meant to receive. I want to speak to the part of you that is searching, longing, and sometimes wondering if there is more to life than what you are currently experiencing. I want to speak to the part of you that feels restless, unfulfilled, even lost. There is a reason for that restlessness. There is a reason for that longing. There is a reason why your spirit whispers, why your heart aches, why your mind constantly seeks meaning. The reason is simple. You are meant to match your purpose. Purpose is the guide for your life. Purpose is the reason you wake up every morning. Purpose is what fuels your passion, your toughness, and your vision. Without purpose, life becomes a series of random events, a cycle of doing without meaning, succeeding without fulfillment, and existing without direction. When you match your purpose, everything changes. Your life gains clarity. Your energy becomes magnetic. Your work becomes meaningful. Your relationships become richer. Your journey becomes intentional. But matching your purpose requires self-awareness. It requires looking within. It requires asking the tough questions. Who am I truly? What am I meant to contribute? What memory do I want to leave behind? These are not questions to answer lightly. They need thought, honesty, and courage. Your purpose is not found in what others want for you. Your purpose is not found in society's expectations, cultural rules, or temporary trends. Your purpose is uniquely yours, and it is discovered when you listen to your soul, trust your instincts, and embrace your gifts. Matching your purpose also requires courage. It is not always the easiest path.